I'm here in beautiful Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm joined by you all who are just the most amazing people who I just happened to run into yesterday, and we've just been hanging out ever since then. But I'm here because, well, originally I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I have been planning to move to South Africa since 2008. And so now that I finally got to retire in 2018, I was able to fulfill my plans in making that transition of coming here to Johannesburg. So here I am, and I've been here, I'm on the 90-day visa. I'll be going back to the U.S. on February 28th, but only to return by the end of this year or early next year permanently. So that's my plan. And so far everything's falling into place. I love it here so much. Like, I love it, love it, love it. So, and I wish y'all could come and visit and just experience all the things that we're experiencing, and just, you know, the people, the food, the culture, everything is just, I don't even have the words to express how I feel most of the time, aside from just feeling like a little kid, just in awe of everything. It's just so beautiful here.
So 2008 to 2018, so you had a 10-year desire to come here, and you really stuck with it that whole time.
Absolutely. Actually, I knew that I was going to move to this continent in early 2000s, but more specifically South Africa in 2008. And so I'm such a planner, and I've just planned and budgeted, and just to make sure that I was in a position so that when it is time to come, that I don't have a lot of things that I need to sort out so that I can make the transition smooth and easy. So I just kept my head down and focused on the bigger picture, and sacrificed some of the, you know, the smaller things as far as traveling, you know, abroad. You know, I was just saving and planning and preparing for this moment here.
So, what made you decide on South Africa? I know you said in 2008. What was it that?
So what made me decide specifically on South Africa was I saw a documentary called Blacks Without Borders, and it highlighted a group of African American expats who were living here, and it just showed the real South Africa and another side of what we're shown in the media. It just showed a different side, a more positive side, and it just showed all the amenities and infrastructure and all the things that we would be accustomed to in the U.S. I just felt like for me it would be an easier transition onto this continent. And then another thing is the shared similarities in our histories. So we get each other, we understand each other, and I just feel like South Africa just, it speaks to me. So that's why South Africa.
So I can assume it lived up to your anticipation.
Oh, absolutely, and more so, absolutely.
So would you advise people to visit South Africa?
I would advise people to visit South Africa, move to South Africa, live, raise your children. I just feel like it's the best thing for African Americans in particular, just to be surrounded and be a part of the majority, and to have access to all the beautiful things that we see in the U.S. And even though we have access to these places, but we may not always feel comfortable in some of these places. But here, you feel comfortable, you're welcome, you see your face everywhere. You see a little bit of everybody, but you definitely see your face as the majority, and just feeling at peace and comfort, and just surrounded by beauty.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Adrian Warren.
Yes.
Let's put your phone up.
Hey guys, how are you?